So we have understood till now what is position. Now let's understand what is relative position. What is relative position? It's like position we have understood x. Now let's understand what is relative position xab or xba. Right. We have understood velocity. We have understood velocity b. Now let's understand what is relative velocity. What is relative velocity? Like BAB or VBA. We have understood what is acceleration. What is acceleration? Now let's understand what is relative acceleration. What is relative acceleration? Like AAB or ABA. है ना? So I had said you initially when we started the topic, the physics chapter, that motion is a relative term. Relative term means it depends on the observer. Who is observing? I had given you example that if I am standing on ground and I am observing motion of a person inside train, I will feel different. Another person who is sitting in the train, he is observing the motion of something inside train. He will feel the motion to be different, isn't it? ये example याद करो. Here is a train. Here is a person A. Here is a person B. Now this person B is playing a ball. Is playing with a ball. Now here is a person C standing on ground. Right? Now the train is moving. Now the train is moving. So now the person B throws the ball up and catches with his hand. So what B feels about the motion of ball? What B feels about the motion of ball? Which motion? Straight line motion, circular motion, projectile motion? What he feels?
Straight line.
Straight line motion, vertical straight line motion. And so what C feels about the motion of the ball?
Projectile.
Correct. So you see, B is feeling like something else. C is feeling like something else. And so what about A? How A feels about the motion of the ball?
Straight line.
Straight line motion. And so what A feels about the motion of the person B? What A feels about the motion of person B? Rest. Rest. And so what C feels about the motion of person B?
The straight line motion.
Horizontal straight line motion. Horizontal straight line motion. Isn't it?
Yes,
So now when we are observing from ground and feeling something, then whatever things we feel, those things are called as actual. ग्राउंड से खड़े होकर मैं देख रहा हूं, मुझे जो वेलोसिटी दिखाई दे रहा है उसको मैं बोलूंगा एक्चुअल वेलोसिटी. तभी मुझे जो एक्सीलरेशन दिखाई दे रहा है उसको हम बोलेंगे एक्चुअल एक्सीलरेशन. तभी मुझे जो पोजीशन दिखाई दे रहा है उसको हम बोलेंगे एक्चुअल पोजीशन. Got the meaning of the word actual? Actual means as seen from ground. So sometimes the actual word may not be spoken. It may be like, the velocity of a body is 20 meters per second. So this is which velocity? The actual velocity. Nothing is spoken means it is actual velocity. Nothing is spoken means it is as observed from ground. So now the person A is feeling something else. So what A is feeling? A is not on ground. You see, A is not on ground. A is somewhere else. B is somewhere else. B is also not on ground. Now what A and B they are feeling, that will be called as relative. Now A is feeling the velocity of the ball to be something. That will be relative velocity of the ball with respect to A. C is feeling the velocity of the ball to be something else. That will be called as velocity of the ball with respect to C, or velocity of the ball with respect to ground, or actual velocity of the ball, or velocity of the ball. कितने लोगों को ये टर्मिनोलॉजी समझ में आ गया? पहले हाथ उठाओ. Yes. So if I tell velocity of ball, it is same as telling velocity of the ball with respect to ground. It is same as telling actual velocity of the ball. It is same as telling velocity of the ball with respect to C. All these terms are same. And velocity of ball with respect to A is something different. That can be called as relative velocity of the ball with respect to A. Like that. A relative velocity of the ball with respect to B. That's the meaning of the word. Okay, now let's just think properly, sequentially, starting from position. So let's start from position only. This is origin. This is origin. Now this is origin. Okay, let's say person A is here, its x coordinate is 5. Person B is here, its x coordinate is 10. Person C is here, its x coordinate is 30. Now if I write XA, it means actual position of A. So what is actual position of A? So I will write as 5. Let's say here is D, here is D, its position, let's say -7. Acha. So if I tell XB, it will be how much? 10 or plus 10. XC, it will be how much? 13. XD, it will be how much? -7. These are actual positions. These are actual positions. So here plus means right side of origin, minus means left side of origin. Acha. Now relative position means first remember the notation XAB. Its meaning is relative position of A, relative position of A with respect to B. With respect to B. That means here B is the observer, A is the object. Who is the, with respect to B means what? With respect to B means B is the observer. With respect to B means B is observer. Or I can pronounce it as, I can understand it as, what is the position of A as seen by B? What is the position of A as seen by B, as felt by B? Acha, tell me, what is the position of A as felt by B? B को क्या लगेगा? A किधर है? Towards right or towards left?
Towards left.
Towards left. How far? How far?
So 5 meters.
5. Yeah. So XAB will be -5. Will be -5. This is the meaning. Acha. What will be XBA? What will be XBA? What is its meaning? Its meaning is relative position of B with respect to A. Relative position of B with respect to A. That means with respect to A means who is observing? A is observing. A is feeling. So what will A feel about the position of B? A को क्या लगेगा? देखो B किधर है? Right or left?
Right.
Right. How far? How far?
5.
So XBA इसको क्या लिखेंगे? +5. I hope you are getting it. Now answer like that. पहले ये समझ लो, फिर फॉर्मूला खुद डेराइव कर लेंगे. Tell me XCB, what is its meaning? You tell me. Its meaning is relative position of
C.
with respect to B. Acha, so HB feels. So tell me how much, what will be its value?
3.
+3.
Its value. +3 or -3?
+3.
+3. Correct. Tell me XBC. -3. Correct. Acha. Tell me XAD.
Sir, 12 +12.
+12. Yes. Tell me XDA.
-2.
So now I would like you to try to find some correlation. XAB, XBA. Note them. XCB, XBC. See them. XAD, XDA. Look at them. What do you see? What do you see?
Opposite.
Yeah.
They're opposite.
And they should be. If A is feeling that B is to, right of me, then B must feel that A is left of me. So this is one thing you should note down. Acha. And also think how you are finding XAB or XBA. Mathematically, you think how you found that value +5 or -5 or +3 or -3. How you found?
Sir, different.
Yeah, it's difference. It's the difference. So XAB means it's XA minus XB, isn't it? Like XBA means it is XB minus XA, isn't it? Isn't it? This is the formula. So this is the meaning and formula. I think this is clear. So it comes in the same sequence. Here BA, here also B and A. Here AB, here also A and B. So in the formula they come in the same sequence. I hope this is clear. If you understood how to find XAB, XBA, then raise your hand. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now let's go to relative velocity. So this was about the relative. This was about position. Let's go to relative velocity. Next. Again, here is a number line. Here is A moving in this direction with 5 meters per second. Here is B moving in this direction with 2 meters per second. Here is C moving in this direction with 7 meters per second. Achha. So if I ask you what is BA, so your answer will be plus 5. What is VB? Then your answer will be plus 2.
Plus 2.
Yeah. What is VC? Then your answer will be plus
7.
7. These are actual velocities. Okay, now if I ask you VAB, what is the meaning of VAB? Its meaning is relative velocity of A with respect to B. Achha, with respect to B means who is observing?
B is the observer.
B is observing. अच्छा तो बताओ मुझे B को क्या लगेगा इधर? B को A के बारे में क्या लगेगा? Think you are B. You are standing as B or you are moving as B. What will you feel about A? You will feel A is moving towards right or towards left? What will you feel about A? Will you feel A is moving towards right or left?
Right.
Right.
अच्छा तो plus right means plus. अच्छा plus. अच्छा what will you feel with what speed it is moving towards right?
So 3 meters per second. 3 meters per second.
Yeah. So BAB is 3 meters per second. So if I ask you BBA, it is relative velocity. It's relative velocity of B with respect to A. Acha. That means who is the observer here?
A.
A is the observer. Now what A feels about B? What will A feel about B? If A looks at B, what will he feel? B is moving towards right or left?
So left.
Left.
Yeah, left means minus. And with what speed B is moving?
3 meters per
3.
second.
3. Yeah. So this is how it is. So again you remember BAB equal to BA minus BB. Actually now we are doing all these things in 1D, but the formulas are applicable also for 2D and 3D. So when we will solve these things for 2D and 3D, we will use vectors. Now we are not using vectors. Now we are using only plus and minus. Plus for right direction, minus for left direction. But these same formulas are also applicable in vectors, in vector form. VBA?
B minus BA. B minus BA.
Is BB minus BA. So what you see? You see BAB's magnitude is equal to BBA magnitude. What about their exact value? It's BAB equal minus of BBA. Like this you should remember. So I hope you are clear about what the meaning of relative velocity and how to find them. If you are clear, then raise your hand. Okay, so the same thing applies to relative acceleration also. So the same thing applies to relative acceleration also. Relative acceleration. So relative acceleration. So it's, let's say, AB. What is its meaning? Its meaning is relative acceleration of A with respect to B. And its formula is AA minus AB. Similarly, ABA, it is relative acceleration of B with respect to A, with respect to A, and it is A B minus A. So these quantities, they can be plus, they can be minus. Here the plus and minus will only mean the direction. If you understood all these things, then now try to solve some questions and find out these values. Chalo. Question. Here is ball A moving with velocity 5 meters per second. Here is ball B moving down with velocity 3 meters per second. Motion under gravity. All these things we are doing motion under gravity. Gravitation force is the only force acting. So now you tell me how much is BAB, how much is BBA, how much is AAB, how much is ABA. चलो ऊपर की डायरेक्शन को प्लस ले लो, नीचे की डायरेक्शन को माइनस ले लो, करो.
Yes, sir.
Yes, BAB is how much?
Sir, plus 8 meter per second.
Yes, plus 8 meter per second. BBA is?
Minus 8 meter per second.
Yes, minus 8 meter per second. AAB is?
Sir, 0.
Yes. ABA is?
0.
So you have understood all this? Okay. Now let's go ahead. So we got this as plus 8. This as minus 8. This as 0. And this as 0. Okay. Now here we were saying how to find relative velocity from actual velocity. We can also find actual velocity from relative velocity. So देखो what we have learned. We have learned XAB equal to XA minus XB. है ना?
Yes, sir.
XA minus XB. So this formula gives you, if actual things are given, how to find the relative. But you see, this can be also written as XA equal to XB plus XAB plus XAB. Let's say BAB is BA minus BB. So BA can be written as BB plus BAB. Similarly, AAB, we know this as AA minus AB. So AA can be written as AB plus AAB. Try to remember in that format. You remember it like this. What is actual velocity of A? Now it is actual velocity of B plus velocity of A with respect to B. Sorry. It's actual position of A equal to actual position of B plus actual position of A with respect to B. Here actual velocity of A equal to actual velocity of B plus actual velocity of A with respect to B. Or you can even elongate the sequence. It's like अगर एक चीज का आपको एक्चुअल वेलोसिटी पता है, तो आप किसी का भी एक्चुअल निकाल सकते हो अगर उससे रिलेटिव पता है तो. अच्छा. Let me give a simple example. Let's say in this class there is Vijay Lakshmi. There is Sravani. Then there is Ipsita. Then there is Abhijit. So many students are there, but okay. Let's say these are the students. Let's say Vijay Lakshmi has 5 rupees. Vijay Lakshmi has 5 rupees. That's like telling actual velocity. Acha, Shravani has 2 rupees more than Vijay Lakshmi. Ipsita has 3 rupees less than Shravani. Abhijit has 5 rupees more than Ipsita. How much money Abhijit has? How much money Abhijit has? विजय लक्ष्मी के पास 5 है ना, तो श्रावणी के पास उससे 2 ज्यादा है, तो श्रावणी के पास कितना है? 5 + 2 7.
7.
अच्छा, तो श्रावणी के पास 7 है. See how you are getting the actual value. You know one actual value और फिर उसका रिलेटिव पता है. So these are like relative terms. तो श्रावणी के पास कितना है? 7 है. अच्छा, इप्सिता के पास 3 रुपीस कम है, तो 7 - 3 4 है. अभिजीत के पास उससे 5 रुपीस ज्यादा है, तो 4 + 5 9 है. अंडरस्टूड? या तो आप ये सीक्वेंस में अगर याद रखोगे ना, भूलोगे नहीं. तो इट्स लाइक मैं ऐसे कर सकता हूँ. लेट्स से मुझे xd चाहिए, तो आई कैन राइट xa plus xb with respect to a plus xc with respect to b plus xd with respect to c. Got it? लेट्स से मुझे चाहिए वेलोसिटी ऑफ p चाहिए, मुझे वेलोसिटी ऑफ p चाहिए, तो आई कैन राइट डाउन वेलोसिटी ऑफ a plus velocity of b with respect to a plus velocity of c with respect to b plus velocity of d with respect to c plus velocity of e with respect to d plus velocity of p with respect to e. Got it? ये सीक्वेंस आपको समझ में आ रहा है क्या? किसी एक आदमी का अगर एक्चुअल पता है, उससे दूसरे का कितना ज्यादा कितना कम है, उससे तीसरे का कितना ज्यादा कितना कम है, उससे चौथे का कितना ज्यादा कितना कम है, ऐसे ऐड करते जाओ, फाइनल आदमी का vp with respect to e, उसको ऐड कर लो, p का पता चल जाएगा. How many of you understood this format? Raise your hand. Yeah, because it's not that always relatives will actual will be given and relative velocities will be asked to you. Many times relative velocity will be given to you and actual velocity will be asked to you. Yes. Okay. तो चलो, now let's take some practical examples. And moving on scale, a person moving on escalator, and a person swimming in river. Think about these 3 situations. Okay, so let's say this is the scale and here is the ant. Let's say initially the scale is at rest. The ant is moving on it with 2 centimeter per second. है ना? It's moving with 2 centimeters per second. Okay, now tell me, what is the 2 centimeter per second? Is it actual velocity of the ant or is it velocity of the ant with respect to scale? Tell me.
Sir, both.
Yeah, both. Because again the scale is at rest, na? The scale is also ground, na? So now that 2 centimeter per second is its velocity with respect to scale also, and it is with respect to ground also. It is actual also, and it is with respect to scale also. So now you think, now what I am doing, the ant does not know that I am holding the scale. The ant is working as it is supposed to work. Now I am moving this scale with 7 meter per second. Not 7 meter, let's make it 7 centimeter per second. Now I am moving the scale with 7 centimeter per second. Now tell me, what is the 2 centimeter per second? Is it the velocity of the ant with respect to ground or with respect to scale?
With respect to ground.
No. Now whatever the ant is doing, that is with respect to scale. The ant was taking, let's say, 10 steps per second. Now also the ant is taking 10 steps per second. So now initially when he was taking 10 steps per second, he was moving 2 centimeters on scale. Now also when the ant will take 10 steps per second, the ant will move the 2 centimeters on scale. So the 2 centimeter on scale, it is the velocity of the ant with respect to scale. Now the actual velocity of the ant as in from ground will be 7 plus 2, 9 centimeter per second. है ना? Now the actual velocity of the ant won't be 2, it will be 9. Scale जा रहा है, आप ऐसे सोचो, actually both the things are happening simultaneously, लेकिन आप उसको अलग अलग से सोचो, समझ पाओगे. आप ऐसे सोचो कि पहले स्केल रेस्ट में था, स्केल के ऊपर एंड 2 सेंटीमीटर चला गया, उसके बाद एंड रुक गया, उसके बाद स्केल को मैं 7 सेंटीमीटर और ले लिया, तो इफेक्टिवली एंड कितना मूव हुआ राइट साइड? 9, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
तो so both the things are happening together. आप ऐसे अलग अलग करके सोचोगे तो वो सोचना आसान हो जाता है. या फिर आप ऐसे सोचो कि पहले एंट रेस्ट पे था, एंट वाज नॉट वॉकिंग, स्केल को मैंने 7 सेंटीमीटर ले लिया टुवर्ड्स राइट, अच्छा फिर स्केल बंद कर दिया, फिर एंट वॉकिंग करता हुआ चला गया और 2 सेंटीमीटर, तो इफेक्टिवली एंट अपना ओरिजिनल पोजीशन से कितना दूर चला गया? 7 + 2 9, isn't it? ये दोनों चीजें एक साथ हो रहा है. तो नाउ the 2 centimeter per second is the velocity of the ant with respect to scale. The actual velocity is 7 + 2 9. How many of you understood this? Raise your hand. Correct. So here, see, everyone understands that, everyone understands this formula. Velocity of ant will be velocity of scale plus velocity of ant with respect to scale. Everyone understands this formula. In that there is no doubt. What they don't understand, they can't correlate the values. So here 7 is this Vs and 2 is Vs, and the net we will find now after doing 2 + 7, it's 9. That 2 is not Va, that 2 is Va with respect to scale. That people don't understand. है ना? If you have doubt there, then you can ask me. वही समझ में नहीं आता है, वो सोचते हैं कि वो 2 जो है वो क्या है? वो 2 जो है मतलब when the scale was pressed, the ant was walking. At that time, the 2 was velocity of the ant with respect to scale, and that was same as velocity of the ant with respect to ground. But now when the scale moves, that 2 centimeter per second, that is velocity of the ant with respect to scale. है ना? Or let's come to this. There is a escalator. There is an escalator here. This escalator is moving at 7 meters per second, let's say. Now, I am a person. I can walk on ground. Let's say, with 3 meters per second. Now, when I go and I climb the escalator, at that time, let's say, I am climbing on the escalator, and the escalator is also moving. So at that time, what will be my actual velocity? Here you tell what is Vm, what is V escalator, and what is velocity of m with respect to escalator. Tell me these three terms. My ability is I can walk 3 meters per second on ground. Now I start climbing the escalator, and the escalator is also moving. Escalator was moving at 7 meters per second, and my ability is to move 3 meters per second wherever I walk. So now what is Vm, what is Ve, and what is Vme? Tell me, what is Vm here?
3.
3.
No.
10.
I'm asking here. Not what he was doing before coming to escalator. I'm asking after he came to escalator. Ve is 7. This is Ve. Vme is this 3. And Vme is now 10. 7 plus 3. ग्राउंड पे मेरा चलने का जो कैपेसिटी था वो तब का Vm था, और वो तब का Vm विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू ग्राउंड भी था. लेकिन जब मैं एस्केलेटर के ऊपर चलने लगता हूँ, वो ग्राउंड के ऊपर चलने का मेरा जो कैपेसिटी था 3 मीटर पर सेकेंड, अभी वो Vme बन जाता है, और अभी Vm कुछ और निकल के आएगा. गॉट इट? पुराना कैपेसिटी जो है, नाउ दैट बिकम्स माय रिलेटिव. अब का एक्चुअल जो है वो अब कैलकुलेट होके आएगा. पूछा पड़ला
Yes,
जते बेले
sir.
मु escalator when I was not working on escalator, when I was working on ground, at that time my actual is also 3, my velocity with respect to ground is also 3. But now when I start working on the escalator, now that my old capacity 3 meter per second, that is not actual, that is my relative with respect to escalator. Now the actual will be something else, है ना? The same thing here. There is a person. So the question is like this: a person can swim in still water, with 4 meter per second. Velocity of water is 1 meter per second. This is the river. Here water is flowing. The water is flowing towards right. Now the person comes and starts swimming in this direction. Case A, the person swims in the direction of water flow. The person swims in the direction of water flow. Find velocity of the swimmer, velocity of the water, velocity of the swimmer with respect to water. Case B, the person swims opposite to flow of water. Find velocity of swimmer, velocity of water, and velocity of swimmer with respect to water. Chalo identify karo case 1. What is this? What is this one? In case 1, water is flowing like this. The person also swims like this. So what is that 1 and what is that 4?
1 hochi velocity of swimmer with respect to water.
1 hochi?
The velocity of water.
Water na. 1 is velocity of water.
Sir, 4 kotha boli.
4 hochi?
Velocity of swimmer with water.
That 4 meter per second will be velocity of swimmer with respect to water. What will be velocity of swimmer then?
The 5 meter per second.
Yes, it will be 4 plus 1, 5. है ना? Vs equal to Vw plus Vsw. है ना? Vs is Vw plus Vsw. अच्छा. Similarly, when the person starts swimming, this is water, and the person starts swimming like this. Here, how much will be 1? What is that 1 and what is that 4?
1 hochi velocity of water.
Yes, 1 hochi velocity of water. And what will be that 4?
Velocity of swimmer with respect to water.
That will be -4. अभी -4 लिखेंगे ना, towards left. Velocity of swimmer with respect to water. And what will be velocity of swimmer then?
Sir, 3 meter per second.
3 meter per second towards left. तो उसको -3 लिखेंगे. You see? या फिर हम इसको ऐसे याद कर लेते हैं in generally. That 4 plus 1 and 4 minus 1. And when the swimmer swims in the direction of water flow, the actual becomes 4 plus 1. When the swimmer swims opposite to the direction of water flow, actual velocity becomes 4 minus 1. And ऐसे याद कर लेते हैं. Formula wise आप ऐसे याद रख सकते हो. Basically, today what I try to explain you is that a person has certain ability to swim in still water. When he comes to river, that ability becomes the relative now, and now actual will be something else. The person has certain ability to walk on land. That is his actual when he is walking on land. But now when he comes to escalator, that ability becomes his relative. Now the actual will be, his ability plus how the escalator is moving. Similarly, the ant is walking on a scale at rest. That is at that time that is the actual, that is the relative. But now when the scale starts moving, that initial ability that becomes relative now. है ना? ये generally समझना सबको थोड़ा difficult है. Okay. Acha, now the person standing on ground sees these actual things. The person standing on ground sees these actual things, and another person moving with us will feel this relative thing. Let's say there is another person standing on escalator. He will feel the person is moving with how much? Is moving with here how much? 3. But a
3.
but a person standing on ground will feel that no, he's moving with 10. Similarly, let's say there is someone moving with water. He will feel the person is swimming with 4 meters per second. But a person from ground can see that no, that person is moving with 5 meters per second. Similarly, here let's say there is another ant on the scale. That ant will feel that this ant is moving at 2 centimeters per second only. But a person on the ground can feel that no, this ant is moving at 9. Got the meaning of relative and actual? Actual means as in from ground. If there is someone else who is observing from somewhere else, he may feel something else. Yeah, if you understood all these terms, PA, PB, PAB, tomorrow onwards we will solve questions. If you understood all this, then raise your hand.